do is, to start with, is to circle around. So what I want him to do, if you put your other stance forward, if you're already that leg forward, that's fine, but I want you to get to the step. So what I want is that leg to come forward for me, okay? And the easy way to do that is to pull him this way, right? But I don't want to do this because I'm going backwards, in which case I'm going to lose that battle, right? So to get it, I want to move off and this way, yeah? So I get that leg forward. That's all I want you to do to start with, is just work around that. So maybe do kind of 2 for 2, so I'll do 2, so we'll be moving around kind of head to head. Step, get that. Back. Step, there. And James do 2 and I do 2, and back and forth. Is that okay? So gripping here or here, same thing applies. Yeah, doesn't matter. But I want that step with your partner. Okay? So you're pulling them off balance and you're also taking the angle, so like we said before, we're against this line. Yeah? Is the step from here and Sandan. If you think of it in that respect. So when we have this step up here, if we ignore that bit for now, so I'm already here, what I'm doing is that's it. Yeah? So it's just that step around this way. So yeah. But try not to stepping. So you have your other leg back. So I want to pull you onto that one. Stop about here. Yeah, so we can go straight into that direction. So you don't want to be, you start off in front of each other, you want to turn and just be here. Yeah? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. See now how she's in front of you? Yeah. So start in front of each other.
Stepping into the centre of gravity.
Yeah, and now from there, grab the other follow. Yeah. Step around this way. There. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Try not to use your strength to move because you're never going to move. Yeah, I try and move out with strength. So the idea of this is look like a way at something. And I just there, that's what I want. Because then the momentum will start going in and down here. Yeah, sure. So it needs to be kind of quick and snappy. You try and brute force it, it's never going to work. Alright? Good. Whichever grip you have, doesn't matter. So James can start with that leg back, so I want to get that habit of pulling him forward. So as I do that, this way here. Now, I'm against this line now. So a few weeks ago we did the underhook into the knee kick, right? We're going to do a similar kind of thing, but we're just going to go for the ankle this time. So I'm going to drive him this way, I'm going to drop, and I'm going to take the ankle. Okay? And that's it. Again, I'm a fan of takedowns that make it easy for me because I'm already going down. Yeah, so he has to go. So if we're here, I get this grip, I move, so I want that. I drop to this knee, I take it, and I take it this way. Okay? Now, depending on what you want to do from there, it's up to you. You can either start to pass guard or stand up. Or if you want to go into the thing Matt showed us, the foot lock, we can do that from there. Okay? It's a really simple takedown as long as you get this right. So put that other leg back. So if I do this, now I'm not going to get it. Why? Because his weight's coming this way and I'm going to have to try and push him back. The only time I would try and do this kind of takedown going backwards this way is if I do it off of some kind of punch or push that takes him that way. Does that make sense? So I'm pulling him in a direction and then I'm taking him in that direction. So from here, I get this wrist, put your other leg back so I can pull you onto it. So I step around, move, pull to here, drop, and take down. Okay? Have a go with that. Try and keep this when you've got it and end up in a good position. Because from there you can start working. Right, this is why you want the wrist, because if he has hold of me, it's going to make this more difficult. Okay? So at some point, if he has this, I want to try and get this from here. So I'm going to take this step from here, I'm pushing with it, and I'm dropping, and all I'm doing is taking there. Okay? I'm not taking high up the leg. I'm just using the one hand. Okay? One of two things will happen. Either he goes straight down, if he doesn't, sorry, either goes straight down if he doesn't, and he stays on his feet, which is very hard. And I can just come up and I've got other grips and takedowns to do. Yeah? But because you're dropping at speed, here we go. If you're going to grab high. You still want that head, the control of the head. Yeah?
So keep that on my neck. So I think the idea seems to be that you've got this outstretched and you're pulling.
Too high on the leg.
Great. So
Grab, literally grab the ankle. Yeah? You want to be pushing that way.
shift it away.
Yeah, so her knee folds out, and then you start going this way. It doesn't matter, you still do it. But next time, try and go against that line where she's weak.
Keep it down. And then
That's it, James. Now,
then I can
drop to your knee, drop to your knee.
like that.
So, you would have had that perfect. Here, as I reach for it, I'm going to drop to this.
As I drop before I
Yeah.
and then I'm just falling into
You're
it.
just falling.
Sure.
Really try and lift James' leg off the floor. Pretty hard. If I lift his ankle, it's really easy. Yeah? Which is why it's called an ankle pick. So I move forward to here. As I fall, I'm taking this. Just his ankle. I'm not reaching up his leg. Okay? Because that means I've got a whole lot more to lift. I'm just catching his ankle and pulling it towards me. So I'm pushing with this hand, and I'm pulling with this one. Okay? Okay, carry on with that. Exactly the same thing. Boom, we do the takedown, step, take him over, whatever. But from here, I'm going to work to some kind of position. I don't care what it is, as long as it's something. Alright? So what I don't want is the takedown finish, you end up where you end up, then you stand up and move on. Put a finish on it now. Okay? I don't care what it is, as long as it makes some kind of sense. Alright? I just want that habit of, once you take somebody down, you keep going. Does that make sense? Yeah? So wherever you are, if you end up in a guard position or whatever, when I say get to position, don't worry about passing or anything like that. Just try and get some kind of posture where you can start delivering strikes. Okay? That's one thing we do. Remember, is we are strikers predominantly. Okay? So yeah, I might be like this on the ground working to pass guard, but if I can sit up and start smashing him, then that's what I'll do as a first option. Alright? So if you end up being guard or in a position on the ground, try and posture up to land shots. Once you've done that, then finish your start again. Cool. He next it up and his weight's on me, then I can stop doing other things. Yeah? So it's a good opportunity. If you get it wrong, one thing we all do this, I've been playing times, is you go, oh, I got it wrong, I'll start again. Let's just start from scratch. Because if you get it wrong, stop, stay exactly where you are and go, well, what can I do from where I am? And then start adding things onto it. But every kind of two that you get right, I want you to kind of almost purposefully, oh no, I've got this wrong. My weight's still a little bit high and he's sprawling on me this way. So from there, I'm going to stand up, please take back so I'm in a dominant position. Okay? Not going to do anything with it, I'm just going to get this grip. Okay? So some you can do the takedown, some step back around and grab the back.